gangsters, bad bitches, and your ugly ass friends. I cannot preach. I gotta show them how a pimp get it.
Good morning.
Take your sip, do your
Talk 97.3 FM, 104.1 FM, and 990 AM, WEEB. Hey, welcome back to the most listened to program in all of the Sandhills. It is time once again for Mornings with the Leader Man. I am Steve Leader Adams along with the Colonel. And I get more and more comments about you. People don't ask about me. They just say,
I'm sure they're all good.
Who is that? Who is the Colonel?
Yeah, that's
Well, he's a retired Marine. That's all you need to know. He's a real man's man.
Yeah, well, good
Jeff
morning.
Drummond.
Good morning, Moore County. Good morning, unfortunate Aberdeen, as the pathetic, racist, Proud of the Pines pilot likes to refer to you. Robbins, you're probably on their list too, but they just take pictures of what they think of you.
I'm flattering photos.
Yeah, and it's a shame. The pilot doesn't really do anything for Moore County other than, if you're grab-assing at the Fair Barn at some wine and cheese function, I guess you can get in the pilot. But, in a good light rather than, Aberdeen or Robbins. But, hey, pick up that trash if you didn't get it yesterday and get rid of it.
All right. Don't forget, of course, we are being heard and seen around the world on our live video stream. That's available to you right now at talk973.com. Top middle of the page is where the link's located. If you're on your mobile device, well, you can get to it with your YouTube app. Just put put Mornings with the Leader Man in the search. If you're on your mobile device just wanting our audio stream because you're driving, you can't be watching TV, well, you can get that by using your streaming apps such as TuneIn, iTunes, Streama, just to name a few. There are many out there. Just put WEEB in the search. And if you're on our website at talk973.com, it's available to you anytime, 24/7, 365. Upper right-hand corner, there's an icon that says Listen Live on the Air. Click that once and you're listening that quick. Weather for us today here in the Sandhills area. Can't get much better than this, I don't think. I hope. Let's see. Partly cloudy today, high of 72. Now tonight, not so great. Mostly cloudy. You will see some rain as a cold front pushes through. A low of 44. And then Friday, much colder air on the backside of that cold front. Sunny with a high of 47. I like cool, crisp air. It's not going to rain. You're just going to see sun. You put your face out there in that sunshine and go, Where the hell were you in October? Where the hell were you in August and July? Now you wait till now to show up. Well, we'll take it. Then Friday night's going to be doggone chilly for some Friday night football. Mostly cleared. You might as well sit inside and listen to the Duke game Friday night.
Yeah, there you go.
Be right here with a tip-off at 7 o'clock, pregame at 6. All brought to you by Dental Design Innovations and Dr. Spinani, my dentist, who wouldn't trade for the world now. Plus, I'm putting his kids through school.
Grandkids, too.
Yeah, grandkids, too. Because I used to have a good dentist, now I got a great dentist. Trying to stop the damage. Anyway, over the weekend, Saturday, sunny and 50. Sunday, warming up to 61. Monday, back to sunshine and 66. Right now around the Sandhills, winds are calm, visibility 3 sketchy miles. Pressure 30-30, dew point 38. Humidity maxed out at 100%. It's right now foggy and 38 degrees here at Talk 97.3 FM, 104.1 FM, and 990 AM WEEB. All right, you can stop shaking your tuchus. Get back to driving.
There you go.
And if you got a long line of people backed up behind you, get out of the left lane.
Oh, man. I drove out the West End the other day, and, yeah, there it is. Left lane all the way. Driving about 50.
But I'm turning in 20 lanes.
No, I've never
20
turned.
minutes, I mean.
Went all the way to the light in West End.
Yeah.
And they actually had to cut somebody off getting back to the right lane to get, to get into the straight through the through lane at the light at West End. It was funny. You could see it coming.
Yeah.
You could see it coming.
Yeah, when you get to West End, it's see how slow I can go parade.
Well, I guess
Some people are just determined to be the first person in their line. So if there's a long line of cars, they will go slower than how slow it's going to go already, just so they can be the first in their line.
Yeah,
And nobody's in front of them.
maybe, but that's the next phase. I guess they're starting to clean out that old what was that, a furniture factory out there?
Yeah, they gotta do that, and they're gonna take out some on this side, some on that side to create the 4-lane through there.
And that's going to go all the way through Seven Lakes, I guess, out there past.
It's gonna go all the way to 73.
73, that's it, yeah.
So there'll be a 4-lane shot from there.
Yeah, you get everybody moving, and because that is a choke point. After that, it moves pretty well.
Right.
And then I'm sure they'll get to it and widen that.
After you get past the clog points are stoplights.
Yeah.
Where everybody clogs up, and then the left lane and right lane, the two cars at the front of that line have to go side by side. It's like this is a written law.
Yeah.
And you go, please move. Some of us like to go at least the speed limit. But
that's the most aggravating thing when you get somebody that's well below 5-10 miles an hour below the speed limit.
That's why we need the left lane law where you have to be in the right lane. 13 states already have this.
And it happens often enough. Well, it's that great intersection kind of thing. So, they're not going to put that left lane law in, say, on 211 there. But
why not?
Yeah, because it's at great intersections with traffic lights.
Well,
so
unless you're
do it.
actively turning or passing, you're in the right lane.
Yeah, but that's but they still won't enact it. That's for 95 and Route 1 and that kind of thing.
I'll take that as a start.
Yeah, that would be a start. Yes.
All right, and they've had one in the legislature was making progress, and then these old footy-duddies stand up. All this bill gonna do is encourage people to speed. I can't support that. People are law-abiding here in North Carolina.
Now, I've heard that voice somewhere before. Where is that?
Not from me.
Yeah.
Only as a parody.
Mm-hmm. Now, there's a few of them around.
All right, 7:37 past the hour. Let's move on into our soundbite section of the program, where we try to get a little entertainment on your face. Believe it or not, today is, listen up, men, National Men Make Dinner Day.
Oh, okay. Well,
If a guy's never cooked before, that's okay. Here's a foolproof recipe to make you, come on, Napster, you always gonna tick me off. Here's a foolproof way to make sure you're a success on National Make a Dinner Day.
November 7th is National Men Make Dinner Day. Most men cook, but some feel lost in the kitchen. So today is for the guys who don't normally prepare meals on a regular basis. Try this foolproof recipe. 1. Open your smartphone. 2. Call your favorite restaurant. 3. Make reservations. 4. Drive to the restaurant. 5. Enjoy your meal. And that's your foolproof recipe for National Men Make Dinner Day. Because you don't really want him in the kitchen, and you definitely don't want to eat what he was going to prepare.
That's about right. If you thought the Beatles' 50th anniversary of Abbey Road was their last special deluxe edition, well, boy, do we have news for you.
The Beatles. You've bought their albums, their CDs, the remasters, the remixes of the remasters, and you bought the 50th anniversary of their final album, Abbey Road.
And in the end,
But now there's more. Capitol Records presents all of the Beatles classics featuring only Paul's bass. Like Come Together. Hear the songs like you've never heard them before. Like Here Comes the Sun. We We rang Paul McCartney to get his reaction on this exciting new collection.
Hello, this is Paul McCartney. Please leave a message.
The mailbox is full and cannot accept any messages at this time. Goodbye.
Don't miss out. Get all of the Beatles classics, only played by Paul's bass. Available now from Capitol Records.
Boy, can't wait to get my copy.
Yeah.
Vibrate all the windows out in my car.
That could be your lead-in music.
That'll attract the women, won't it?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, cool. You got Paul McCartney's bass.
Yeah.
I know I've heard that song somewhere. What? Let me think. Okay. Let's see. Someone posted a video of a 150-pound dog howling very sadly.
Oh, man.
And actually, it's him saying, "See, I told you your drugs wouldn't work." Poor guy just had surgery, and he's still feeling the effects of all the anesthesia. All right, that's enough of that.
You strap him onto an ambulance.
Pull tail when needed. A guy tried on some basketball shoes in a Walmart and then convinced a random woman to play defense so he could see how they perform against an opponent. He dribbled, she defended, and the shoes worked. How about that?
Try these out with me. You want to try these out with me?
You know,
I'm trying to try these new shoes out. Come on, play some defense with me. Come on, play some defense with me.
I don't know what I'm
Let's go. Yeah. Good job. Thank you.
I think those work well.
Yeah, these work well.
I think so.
Yeah, these work. Thank you. Yeah, these work.
I'm glad he bought
And
the
one,
shoes.
baby. I better get y'all some.
Do what now?
I said I'm glad he bought the shoes.
Yeah, from the audio, I can figure it's a size 18 foot. But, yeah, at least he had some fun.
I figured that was. I thought it was some random celebrity basketball player, Michael Jordan or something,
Yeah.
pulling some kind of shenanigan, but I guess not.
Jimmy Dean's offering sausage-flavored candy canes and wrapping paper. He's giving out some of the weird sausage-themed stuff for the holidays, including the candy canes, lip balm, and sausage-scented wrapping paper. To get them, you have to cook something that includes Jimmy Dean's sausage and upload a photo of it to JimmyDeanGiftExchange.com. He's part of the video they posted on. Here's part of the video they posted on Instagram for this.
'Tis the season for the Jimmy Dean Recipe Gift Exchange. When you cook a sausage recipe to get a sausage gift, like sausage-flavored candy canes, scrumptious swirls of sweet sausagey stripes, sweet and savory lip balm with mistletoe. Find a partner and pucker up. And of course, sausage-scented wrapping paper. Smells like sausage, tastes like paper.
And the guy, Popeyes has been building up to the Popeyes chicken sandwich.
Yes, and it's good.
Where'd you get it?
Fayetteville.
You ever in Vietnam?
Yeah.
Well, anyway, guy in Alabama turned his Popeye chicken sandwich dinner into a black tie affair. He sat in the dining room, complete with china, silverware, and a tuxedo. They have lots of things to do in Alabama.
In Alabama. Yep.
Come on, Bama. Anyway, then he took a bite. And his expert opinion, I'll let him tell you.
After all of the rage about the Popeyes chicken sandwich, we finally get a chance to get one tonight. And since it's such an auspicious occasion, we decided to make it a black tie affair. So we are now going to dine on this sandwich and to see if all of the acclaim justifies the fame.
How is it?
Damn, that's good.
There you have it, Bama. Official word. Damn, that's good.
There you go.
You know, he speaks at the official pace of Alabama.
Yeah. Yep.
Then we got the sandwich.
Yeah. Well, Popeyes was always my favorite chicken place. We had them up in Virginia Beach, Norfolk.
Tastes to me like Bojangles.
They're similar. I prefer
not quite as much red pepper, but
I preferred Popeyes, but they were both good. Yeah, we have a Bojangles, so I don't want to diminish Bojangles here.
Yeah, well, you know how it is.
You got Kentucky Fried too, but I prefer Popeyes.
I have stories at each one of them.
I'm sure you do.
And they're not good.
Were they next door to the Taco Bell?
No, I'll just pick on one of them today.
Uh-oh.
Maybe both of them. But anyway, I was at Bojangles one time. And this wasn't the first time. And I asked for an 8-piece meal or a box of chicken. I'm sorry, we're out of white meat or dark meat. And would you like that all white? I go, when'd you get out of the chicken business? Most stupid people can figure out they're about out of chicken and put some more down. I said, I'll mosey on over to Kentucky Fried, see if they're in the chicken business. So I'll go over to Kentucky Fried.
They're out of white meat.
No, it's even worse.
Oh,
I have a former bureaucrat sitting at the cash register on the takeout window.
Oh, dear, yeah.
And I get up there to the front of the line, and she starts shoving stuff at me, and I said, can you do me a favor and throw the ticket away? I paid cash, so I didn't need a ticket. She says, I can't do that, sir.
Oh, yeah.
You've heard this.
Yes. Well, I don't know. I haven't heard it from you, but the receipt store policy in a lot of places, you have to give them the ticket.
I figured the same thing, Colonel. and she gave me the receipt, and I took it. And I said, now that you've given me a receipt, can you throw it away for me? I can't do that, sir. And I said, sure you can. Let me show you how it's done. And I wadded it up.
Yeah, here we go.
Tossed it through the window.
That's
and I
assault.
said, now you can pick it up and throw it away.
Did you make it home? Figured somebody would have run you off the road.
They're out there pouring chicken grease in front of my tires, trying to get me to spin out. How much time we got? Oh, we're good. A new survey asked people who the number one role model in their life has been, and the top two answers were, do you know?
Random people?
I didn't say that. I just read the sentence to you.
Yeah, okay. I don't know. Probably mom or dad.
Ding, ding. Got him. Here's a clip from the classic anti-drug ad from the 80s where a kid tells his dad, I learned it by watching you.
It's yours?
No,
My mother said she found it in your closet. Who taught you how to do this stuff?
You, all right? I learned it by watching you.
Well, see, Democrats and the Communist Liberal Party here would like to do away with that. They would like your greatest role model to be some bureaucratic teacher or, say, the superintendent of your school system or something.
Oh, yeah.
Rather
what
than
role
mom and
models
dad.
there?
Yeah.
Where are you going to build a school? Oh, we'll find some pesticide dump and build it on that.
Right. Yeah.
Gee, we've already done that.
Yeah.
That's why Johnny's kids are born without toes.
Yeah. Let me. Let the kids learn how to balance a budget from Beggar Bob.
And we get to play on lead-infested soil.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, what's the acceptable lead level in soil?
0.
For schools? That's right, Colonel. I knew I had that brain on this show for some reason. 0. But what are we doing? Continuing to build on it.
Yeah.
It makes so much sense. If I had a kid, there's no way he or she'd be going to that school. Yeah.
But
I said, I'll go when you go. When you move your damn school offices over there, then I'll go.
Yeah. When unfortunately you got lots of people here who can't afford it.
Yeah.
Can't do it. They're stuck.
That's pretty awful. I'm gonna skip it. All right. Let's see if we got sports today. No.
No, nothing. No sports.
I know they play sports on Wednesday.
It's Wednesday. Yeah.
I mean, they really used to be Tuesdays and Fridays were reserved for high school.
Right.
That's where they played their football games on Friday and their basketball on Tuesday and Friday. And then along came ESPN, who paid the NCAA lots of money, and basically the NCAA rolls over and says, okay, you can pick whichever day these people play and what time, so as to maximize your commercials.
Right.
Because you've taken over the game and ruined it, because if you ever go to a game, you spend half your time sitting on your butt, doing nothing, waiting for the commercial break to end. And it seems like time to get back. You're going, what game was this?
Yeah. Yeah.
I forgot. Who's playing tonight? It gets crazy. But that's what they do, and now they've invaded Friday nights big time. Every Friday night this month of November, Duke plays on a Friday, courtesy of ESPN. That's not right.
Well, hey, NCAA, man, they've got their little monopoly going, and they're not good. They're not good for the sport.
Well, not everything should be done for the mighty buck.
Well, true, but that's what they're doing.
I remember when you used to watch Carolina play a lot on TV, but it was on Channel 4, the educational WUNC.
Yeah.
It was in black and white. They went and set up and did the ball game there at the Dean Dome, or Carmichael Gym is what it was at the time. And they would, you could sit at home and watch it in black and white. But they got a lot of airtime because it was their TV school at Chapel Hill that put on the ball games.
Right.
No commercials. You can actually watch a ball game in less than 2 hours. Instead of 3.5 because the jam is so full of commercials.
Yeah, when I was a kid, we used to go up to the university and watch the basketball and stuff. And man, I want to say you could get out of there. Well, you could go to the game and be home in like 2 hours.
Yeah.
Because they would play. There wasn't a lot going on, and now forget it.
A 15-minute quarter, so that's an hour's worth of actual play time, and
the halftime and coming and going, and without a lot of break and stuff, and it was good.
Actually, it was 12-minute quarters. That's what it was.
In college, 12.
Yeah.
To be honest, I don't even remember. But
now they have 2 20-minute halves.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. Done with all that. All right. Let's. How much time we got? Wow. Time's flying when you have fun. Things we need to know today so we don't sound stupid. In South Korea, fake funerals are becoming popular as the living can see how much impact they have on the world in which they live. Now, somebody invited me to their fake funeral, and you find it all out. When they really die, are you going to go a second time?
No.
No. Yeah, that's right. Richard Gere and his 36-year-old wife are expecting their second baby together. She's got those hooks in deep, doesn't she?
Richard Gere. Isn't he like 80 years old?
He's 70.
Oh, okay.
3 months ago, 60-year-old Darlene Quinn's car broke, so she started walking to work. 12 miles to work one way, 12 miles home in the evenings. Every day she did this. But this week, her co-workers pulled their money and bought her a car.
That's nice.
One of Jeff's admired congresswomen, Representative, how was it pronounced? Ilhan Omar.
Omar, the Somali.
Yeah. Has, the fine lady who married her brother to illegally smuggle him into our country.
Well, for her to stay here, too.
Yeah. Anyway, she's officially divorced from her husband in Minnesota, just a month after she filed a petition saying that there was an irretrievable breakdown in their marriage.
Well, see, this is baloney because she's Muslim. There's no divorce there, and she'd like to use the United States to advantage to actually divorce her husband, which she wouldn't be able to do in Somalia unless she got stoned to death afterwards. I mean, it's just, these people are just hypocrites and liars and manipulators.
President Trump will be the first president to kick off New York City's Veterans Day parade on Monday as the city celebrates the 100th anniversary of the parade. He will then lay a wreath at the Eternal Light Memorial at Madison Square Park. Don't know why she feels we need to know, but Jamie Lee Curtis revealed that she wants freebase cocaine with her dad, Tony Curtis.
Great.
Oh, well, I guess she turned it from coke to crack, right?
Well, he was a role model, so,
Wonder if he was good at it.
I don't know. He's been gone for a long time.
He has. With the sudden need to reveal that revelation about the dead.
Yeah, maybe she's just now coming down off the high and realized what she did or something. I don't know.
Coca-Cola is rolling out 2 special holiday drinks.
Oh, yeah. Coke.
Winter Spice Cranberry Sprite and Cinnamon Coca-Cola.
Cinnamon Coca-Cola. Nah, I don't think that one. If the Sprite might be okay. I don't know about cinnamon Coke.
So when you're grabbing that Coke bottle, make sure you know what you're grabbing. You ever gotten home and with a 6-pack of Pepsi, you're wanting that Pepsi taste, and all of a sudden you got cherry Pepsi on your hands. Well, who thought up this stupid drink? And a rumor going around is that the L.A. Chargers could become the London Chargers. The team denies it.
Yeah, that would be a disaster. That this whole thing expanding overseas, it's just not. The time zone, you got to travel, so the team traveling. If they were actually based in London, and 8 games right there, they have a huge advantage because of the time difference. It's just, that's not right.
Yeah. All right. Also, what's not right, we're out of time for this hour. Your news, sports, and weather starts now, 8 o'clock.
Starting dry this Thursday, we'll stay dry this afternoon as well under a partly cloudy sky. High temperatures a little warmer, back near 70. Showers arrive along our cold front overnight tonight, and we'll actually keep those showers through early Friday morning. Temperatures drop fast, lows back in the low to mid-40s. Mostly cloudy and cooler for your Friday morning, much cooler Friday afternoon. Highs only near 50. I'm meteorologist Zach Malak in the Weather Center.
Broadcasting from the top of the North Carolina Sand Hills.
97.3 FM, 104.1FM, and 990 AM. WEEB, Southern Pines, Pinehurst, Aberdeen.
News this hour from townhall.com. I'm Rich Thomason. An advisor to Vice President Pence due to testify today as the Democrats' impeachment inquiry rolls on. Jennifer Williams will be deposed behind closed doors ahead of next week's planned public hearings. At a rally in Louisiana last night, President Trump denounced the impeachment drive as a hoax and a sham, while touting the administration's pro-life stance.
I have asked Congress to prohibit extreme late-term abortion.
And the president celebrating a milestone in his effort to remake the nation's judicial system.
One of the president's campaign promises was to put conservative judges on the federal bench. 3 years after his election, President Trump has seen the Senate confirm more than 150 judicial nominees.
A profoundly historic milestone and a truly momentous achievement.
He gathered members of Congress, legal scholars, and supporters in the East Room to celebrate, telling them he remains committed to nominating judges who interpret the law based on the Constitution and fighting left-wing judicial activism. Greg Clugston, the White House.
Former Attorney General Jeff Sessions expected to announce today that he's running for his old U.S. Senate seat in Alabama. The U.S. and China agreed to reduce some punitive tariffs on each other's goods as trade talks make progress.
The agreement came during talks aimed at working out the details of a Phase 1 deal that had been announced last month. Before the announcement, financial markets had feared that a Chinese push for tariffs to be lifted might have signaled a setback. However, today's global stocks are mostly higher after a Chinese Commerce Ministry official announced the easing as the nations reach an agreement in trade negotiations.
That's correspondent George Bonzani on Wall Street this morning. Stock futures pointing to a higher open later on. Right now, Dow futures up 130 points. NASDAQ futures ahead 40. S&P futures up 12 points. More on these stories at townhall.com.
Sebastian Gorka here. Maybe you've been hearing about Relief Factor, the 100% drug-free supplement that helps a person's body deal with inflammation and pain. You've heard all the wonderful testimonials. Well, I have my own testimonial. For many years, my lower back pain was becoming a serious problem. The short story is, I finally gave it a try, and now I'm out of pain too. So if you're in pain, you can order the 3-week quick start for just $19.95. Go to relieffactor.com.
I want to keep my heart healthy, so I get my cholesterol checked regularly. And when my doctor told me my cholesterol was borderline, I found garlic. According to my pharmacist, there's an ingredient in garlic that helps maintain healthy cholesterol. And one garlic tablet is equal to a whole clove of garlic, except it's odor-free. Yep, I'm doing what I can for my cholesterol, and I'm doing it with garlic.
Garlic, cholesterol's natural enemy. These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Use as directed.
America's top diplomat is in Germany to meet with U.S. troops as well as German leaders.
Secretary of State Pompeo will visit 5 German cities, including one that's the home to a U.S. Army base, where he served as a tank commander in the 1980s. In Berlin, he will deliver a speech which, according to the State Department, will highlight America's role in helping Eastern and Central Europe throw off the yoke of communism. He will start with a visit to the site of the attack on a synagogue in Halle, and then the city of Leipzig, where mass protests set the ball rolling, which led to the collapse of the Berlin Wall on November 9, 1989. I'm Charles Silladesma.
North Korea's latest criticism of Japanese Prime Minister Abe. Foreign ministry official calling Abe an idiot and villain for his criticism of a recent North Korean weapons test. Pyongyang accusing Abe of overreacting to the missile firings. News and analysis at townhall.com. In the razor-close Kentucky governor's race, a Democrat declares victory while the GOP incumbent calls for a review.
Republican Kentucky Governor Matt Bevin is asking for a recanvass of county vote totals.
We simply want to ensure that there is integrity in the process.
Bevin claims there are voting irregularities that need to be looked into.
We know there have been thousands of absentee ballots that were illegally counted.
Election results show him trailing Democrat and State Attorney General Andy Beshear by a few thousand votes. The recanvass is scheduled for November 14th. Meanwhile, Beshear says he's confident in the outcome.
About 5,000 votes and terribly close.
The Democrat says he's turning his focus towards transitioning into the governor's office.
It's time to come together and to get to work.
I'm Jennifer King.
The first of the funerals for some of the 9 U.S. citizens killed by drug cartel gunmen in northern Mexico, scheduled for later today. More on these stories at townhall.com.
If you or your loved ones are eligible for Medicare, you need to learn about First Medicare Direct from First Carolina Care Insurance, a wholly owned subsidiary of First Health of the Carolinas. First Medicare Direct offers plans starting as low as $0 per month, and they include more benefits than original Medicare, including a fitness center membership at no additional cost, dental and vision coverage, and a Part D prescription plan, eliminating the need to have another prescription plan. You get personal local service, and plans are available in Moore, Lee, Chatham, Montgomery, Hoke, Scotland, and Richmond counties. Join the thousands in the Sandhills region who have chosen First Medicare Direct. Call 1-877-279-1732 for a free information kit. 1-877-279-1732 or go online to firstmedicare.com.
First Carolina Care is an HMO and PPO health plan with Medicare contracts. Enrollment in First Medicare Direct HMO Plus and First Medicare Direct PPO Plus depends on contract renewal. Other pharmacies, physicians, and providers are available in our network. For more information, contact the plan.
Hi, I'm John Cole with John Cole's Plumbing Professionals. We would like to express our sincere appreciation to all our loyal customers for voting us Best Plumbing Company in this year's 2019 Best of the Pines. We will continue to offer excellent customer service, professional workmanship, and affordable pricing. Don't just call a plumber, call a professional. John Cole's Plumbing Professionals, 910-639-4933.
John Cole's Plumbing Professionals. Serving more people, more places, 24/7. If your AC breaks down, we'll restore your indoor heaven. Installation or repair, one call will be there. It's your family, don't delay. Comfort's just a call away. We're Comfort Services. Comfort Services.
Come to Comfort Services in Aberdeen and get a free estimate on a new Carrier system or heat pump, and you may qualify for a rebate up to $1,900 from Carrier. Get in on the savings and purchase a qualifying heating or cooling product before the Cool Cash rebate ends November 15th. You may also qualify for financing options as well. Stop into Comfort Services on Highway 5 next to the Habitat store in Aberdeen, or call 910-695-2665. Carrier and Comfort Services, a great team. Call 910-695-2665.
Comfort's just a call away. Comfort Services.
Howdy, neighbors. What comes to mind at holiday time? Trains. The Sandhill Central Railroad Club invites you to attend our 37th annual train show and open house. Aberdeen Union Station, Main and Sycamore Streets, November 23rd, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Admission is $5. Children under 4 feet, 8.5 inches tall are free. Raffle tickets will be available to win a Thomas the Tank Engine train set. Hope to see you there. All aboard!
What's important to you on Thanksgiving?
Going to my grandmother's house. Just getting together.
Being with my family.
Happy holidays from your radio family. Talk Radio 97.3 FM, 104.1 FM, and 990 AM. WEEB.
NCN News. I'm Mike Riley. The news is brought to you by Blue Cross North Carolina Medicare. Over 85 years of experience caring for North Carolinians just like you. Ambassador William Taylor, top diplomat in Ukraine, will be the first witness to testify in the House Intelligence Committee public hearings next week in the impeachment inquiry into President Trump. CBS News correspondent Ben Tracy.
CBS News has now learned that the White House lawyers will be defending the president when it comes to impeachment. Meanwhile, former National Security Advisor John Bolton is scheduled to testify on Capitol Hill today, but he is not expected to show up.
A Cumberland County Sheriff's deputy is in good condition this morning after he was shot in the leg by his own sidearm Wednesday during an altercation with a suspect at Cape Fear Valley Medical Center. Fayetteville police officer Jeremy Strickland says the suspect was shot by another Fayetteville officer already at the hospital.
An officer that was on duty following up here at Cape Fear Valley got into the struggle with them. Shots were fired. The deputy received a gunshot wound. The suspect was shot as well. The suspect, unfortunately, was pronounced deceased here on scene.
Governor Roy Cooper has vetoed one bill that addressed potential voting in North Carolina by non-citizens, but signed another that strengthens mail-in absentee balloting rules following evidence of fraud in a congressional race. Recently elected 3rd District Congressman Greg Murphy was in the eastern part of the state on Wednesday welcoming constituents as he opened his Jacksonville office. Congressman was questioned on multiple topics such as addressing climate change in Washington and the impact that Hurricane Florence had on the area. He told WITN News.
Our climate has changed on this earth for millions and millions of years. Whether we're causing it or not is up to some controversy or not. What we can do to change that is also a controversy.
A system is moving east, pushing bitter cold from Canada down into the U.S., including North Carolina. Meteorologist Jeff Bernelli.
Below zero in terms of wind chills.
You're listening to NCN News.
Making the decision to get a divorce can be difficult, but the process of divorce doesn't have to be. At One Stop Divorce, we offer a quick 3-step divorce process that reduces time, stress, and attorney fees. In fact, just a one-time fee of $2.99 is all it takes. Sound too good to be true? It's not. Visit onestopdivorce.com today to see for yourself. That's onestopdivorce.com. 3 easy steps, 1 easy stop. onestopdivorce.com.
At Blue Cross and Blue Shield of North Carolina, we have over 85 years of experience caring for North Carolinians like you. This year, during the Medicare annual enrollment period, we're proud to offer new benefits and lower premiums for 2020. Enrollment ends December 7th. Go to bluecoveragenc.com today to learn more about our $0 premium, $0 copay plans. That's bluecoveragenc.com. Medicare that cares back. That's the benefit of Blue.
Funerals began for the victims of the massacre in Mexico as children wounded in the attack continue to recover. CBS News correspondent Steve Futterman is in Tucson.
The funerals for the victims violently gunned down on Monday will begin today in northern Mexico. Many people connected with the breakaway Mormon group are traveling to the remote rural enclave where the 3 mothers and 6 children will be laid to rest. Here in Tucson, good news about the 5 wounded children who were brought to Arizona to receive treatment. 2 of the 5 have been released from the hospital. The 3 others are all said to be recovering.
North Carolina voters will get their first in-person look at Democratic presidential candidate Elizabeth Warren with events in the Triangle and Triad. The Massachusetts senator is holding a town hall-style meeting Thursday in Raleigh and Greensboro. We're in the midst of bear hunting season in North Carolina, and hunters are looking for certification. Safety was one of the main topics discussed in a hunting course this week at Haywood County Community College. Wildlife officer Tanner Baldwin was an instructor and tells WLOS News in Asheville.
A lot of times if you take away their ability to flee, which is the importance of giving them a safe route to escape as well as yourself a safe route to get out of the situation, it kind of limits their options there.
Millennials have a message to baby boomers and the workplace. It's time to step aside. More from CBS News correspondent Peter King.
Younger workers say a traffic jam is keeping them from moving up. A USA Today LinkedIn survey says 40% of millennial workers and nearly 1 in 3 adults overall say they've been stalled because of baby boomers ahead of them waiting longer to retire. Nearly a quarter changed jobs within the past year because of that. 30% say they plan to do the same in the coming year. More than 6 in 10 say career growth is the biggest factor as they hunt for a new job. Peter King, CBS News.
Mike Rayleigh, NCN News.
Mostly clear sky this morning, partly cloudy this afternoon. High temperatures today warmer, back near 70. Showers arrive overnight tonight along our next cold front. A cloudy sky stays with us as well. And temperatures drop fast. Lows back in the low to mid 40s come morning. Mostly cloudy, clearing sky, and breezy conditions for your Friday. High temperatures much cooler, only near 50. With the North Carolina News Network, I'm meteorologist Zach Malak in the Weather Center.
Right now here in the Sand Hills area, we're looking at still some foggy conditions, 45 degrees, humidity 93%, dew point 43, pressure 30-30, winds calm, visibility at 4 statute miles. It's 8:13. Let's take a look at your Sand Hills news for this Thursday morning. Back on November 4th, the deputies received a report of child abuse that occurred at a residence in West End of Moore County. During the course of the investigation, it was revealed that a 4-month-old child was admitted to UNC Medical Center in Chapel Hill with serious injuries sustained while in the care of its father. While the injuries were considered serious, the child is expected to survive. Moore County Sheriff's Office detectives made the arrest of the father. And on November 6th, the detectives arrested Juan Ortez Wilson, age 26, of West End. He was charged with 1 count of felony child abuse, inflicting serious bodily injury, and was confined in the detention center under a $500,000 secured bond. Meanwhile, back in October, the Moore County Sheriff's Office received a report of a structure fire at a residence in Eagle Springs. The investigation into the cause of the fire led to the arrest of a single suspect for arson-related charges. Person arrested Jerry Ronald Miller, 67, of Eagle Springs. He was charged with 1 count of first-degree arson and 1 count of felony burning of a certain building. He was confined under a $200,000 secured bond. An undetermined amount of wastewater has been spilled in a Southern Pines Creek. The town issued an advisory Tuesday notifying residents of the spill, which was reported around 10:30 in the morning at Mills Creek, which connected to Warrior Woods Lake near the Moore County Airport. Officials said the spill was caused by a leaking sewer main. Residents are advised to refrain from any activities at Warrior Woods until further notice. And state transportation officials have awarded a contract to begin constructing an interstate bypass of Rockingham in Richmond County. Basilio and Grogan Incorporated of Beckley, West Virginia, they were awarded the contract worth $146 million. Per state law, the project went to the lowest bidder among qualified contractors. The North Carolina Department of Transportation proposed to construct a 7.2-mile bypass on a new location to connect NC 220 north of Rockingham to US 674 bypass on the west side of the city. The route will become a portion of future Interstate 7374. Work on the 4-lane median divided freeway can begin as early as November 25th and is scheduled for substantial completion by fall of 2023. That's the latest Sand Hills news this morning. Stand by. Here comes the latest in sports right here on Talk 97.3 FM, 104.1 FM, and 990 AM WEEB. It is 8:17.
NCN Sports, I'm Josh Zach. There's been a lot of preseason hype around Carolina newcomer Cole Anthony. Last night, the freshman lived up to it, recording a double-double in his first college game. Anthony scoring 34 points and grabbing 11 boards and leading the number 9 Tar Heels past Notre Dame 76-65 in their opener. Phenomenal. But in classic Roy Williams fashion, Roy found something to gripe about.
Cole carried us tonight. We cannot depend on him being the only guy that's tough enough to get a rebound, tough enough to make a shot. But that was pretty impressive, to say the least.
Cole finished 12 of 24 from the field and 6 3-pointers. He also broke Rashawn McCant's 17-year-old scoring record by a freshman in his first game.
It's cool. I'm going to celebrate, not celebrate, but I'm going to be happy about it a little bit tonight. Give myself a little pat on the back. But we got practice tomorrow. We got to lock back in. We got a game on Friday.
4 other games last night involving ranked teams, and the favorites all came out on top. It was a defensive battle between 11th-ranked Virginia and Syracuse. The Cavs beating the Orange 48-34. Put that into perspective. The Orange scored a team total 34 points for the game last night. Cole Anthony scored 34 points by himself for Carolina against Notre Dame. Elsewhere, number 18 Ohio State beat Cincinnati 64-56. 23rd-ranked Purdue pounded Green Bay 79-57. And number 21 Arizona crushed in-state rival Northern Arizona 91-52. On the pro court, Luka Doncic scored 27 points, and the Mavericks hang on for a 107-106 victory over the Orlando Magic. James Harden had 36 points and 13 assists as the Houston Rockets routed Golden State 129-112. Detroit topped New York. Indiana beat Washington. Chicago topped Atlanta, and Toronto smothered Sacramento. Not really, just beat them by 4. Minnesota losers to Memphis, while Philadelphia on the losing end to Utah 106-104. Milwaukee, they clipped the Clippers. This is NCN Sports.
The annual Big Tailgate Tour, driven by Continental Tire, is on the road again.
As NC State hosts 9-0 Clemson on Saturday, find our tents, prizes, and the Continental Tire Toss from 4 to 7 p.m. at Backyard Bistro, next to Carter Finley Stadium, leading up to the 7:30 kickoff.
Pick up free koozies, t-shirts, and more from Sport Clips and Continental Tire. Remember to drive with care on your Continental tires and experience the ultimate MVP haircut at Sport Clips.
Tailgate with us, BigTailgateTour.com.
Basketball season is here, and so is the 2019 ACC Basketball Preview Magazine. You can find it on newsstands everywhere and online right now at ACCSports.com. Get the scoop on all the teams with predictions from the experts, recruiting news, and rankings of the best ACC players and teams. No other magazine dedicates 10 pages to each ACC school, each jam-packed with stats and information. Want a copy shipped to you? It's easy. Just go to ACCSports.com and click on the Basketball Preview banner.
Just 2 games last night in the NHL. St. Louis, the defending Stanley Cup champions, they beat Edmonton 5-2, while the Rangers, they stomped out the Detroit Red Wings 5-1. Detroit just horrible this year. The Rangers are going to take that winning streak of theirs into Carolina tonight as the Hurricanes host a matchup of the Metropolitan Division teams squaring off for the first time this season. Carolina struggling, a bit of a seesaw game for them after opening the season with 5 straight wins. They've lost 6 of their last 10. Head coach Rod Brindamore talked about playing aggressive.
That's the game. You got to play to win. If we can just, name of the game is limiting the other team's chances. And last night, proportionally, that was probably our best game of chances for versus chance against. So that's the trend that I want to see.
Puck drops at 7 in Raleigh. Josh Zach, NCN Sports.
Well, there it is again. One of the big box pharmacy stores swallowing up yet another big box pharmacy. Now, you've heard me talk about supporting the mom and pops, but next time you're in one of those big chain stores and you see the endless lines of cash registers but wonder why there's only one register open, and you've been waiting a long time to save 3 cents on that one item but get gouged on another, then just think of all that money they're making for that shareholder in another state by cutting staff to the bone. At Health Innovation Pharmacy, all of our registers are staffed for your convenience. Health Innovation Pharmacy on Pinehurst Avenue in Southern Pines. Locally owned and serving Moore County since 2001.
Here's another happy patient at Sandhills Weekend Dental in West End.
Hi there, my name is Gary, and I am a dental avoider-aholic, which means I avoid going to the dentist because of a deep-rooted fear of dentists that I've had since the early 50s when I was a child. Recently, that entire avoidance fear that is deep-rooted has been smashed when I met the staff and dentist, Dr. Terry Ann Sams. She did an amazing job to make me feel comfortable and confident with the approach that we were going to take together, figuring out what's going to work best for me and my budget and for me and my oral hygiene.
Sandhills Weekend Dental on Highway 211 just past Harris Teeter. Open Wednesday through Friday 9 to 4, Saturday 9 to 2. Call 910-687-4423. 687-4423.
Eat, kiss, and smile better.
Being overweight is the #1 health problem in America today. It leads to so many avoidable health issues. If you have a weight problem and finally want to do something about it, then do what I did and participate in the Transforming You Weight Loss Program offered by Dr. Sharon Wright at Wright Chiropractic in Seven Lakes. It's a customized, physician-assisted program based on your body type and your goals. A healthier, more vibrant, spirited, and slimmer you emerges. Now, I lost 25 pounds in the first month and 50 pounds to date. That keeps me motivated. Now, the program is easy to follow. I'm Steve Leader Adams, and if I can do it, you can do it. Give Dr. Wright a call and set up your no-charge consultation about the Transforming You Weight Loss Program at 910-673-2225. That's White Chiropractic at 673-2225.
At Pool Automotive, being local and family-owned isn't just a title. It's the lifeblood of our business. The moment you walk into our Aberdeen showroom, you'll be treated like family. You see, we believe that all our guests deserve quality, reliable used vehicles, and we have the inventory and finance options to make it happen. When you buy a new vehicle, the second you drive it off the lot, it's already depreciated by thousands. Before you throw that money away, come to Pool Automotive and check out our huge selection of premium vehicles. We have high-quality, off-lease vehicles, most of which are one-owner cars with low mileage and remaining factory warranties. Something else we do to save you even more? We don't charge documentation fees. Yep, you heard us right. No doc fees here. Come in today, 500 South Sandhills Boulevard in Aberdeen, or call 910-637-0057 and experience the pool advantage.
JV Short Carpet One is celebrating the Relax It's Lee's rebate event now through November 23rd. Get up to $500 back on pet-friendly, stylish, and durable Lee's carpet. The only carpet with a 25-year no-exclusions warranty that covers stains other warranties don't, like pet stains, grease, mustard stains, and even bleach. Hurry into JV Short Carpet One and earn up to $500 in manufacturer rebates. Plus, take advantage of special financing. JV Short Carpet One, Highway 1 North between Southern Pines and Bass, or at shortcarpet1.com. Some restrictions apply. See store for details.
Welcome to our holiday feast. You can pick turkey or turkey.
I'll have turkey.
Excellent choice.
Happy Thanksgiving.
From Talk 97.3 FM, 104.1 FM, and 990 AM, WEEB.
Hello, I'm John Zumwalt, and you're in the Zumwalt Zone. A couple of weeks ago, Mexican authorities captured the son of the drug lord, El Chapo. You remember what the drug cartel members did? They went out in the streets, started killing people. They kept killing until the police and the National Guard had no choice but to release the murderous thug. He's still free. A couple of days before that, there were 15 people murdered in a mass shooting. The day before that slaughter, cartel shooters killed 13 police officers. And of course, a few days ago, 9 American men, women, and children were murdered. Mexico's President Obrador is taking the stance that's become known as hugs, not bullets. He said again Wednesday during his daily media briefing that violence wasn't the answer or even an appropriate response to the growing deaths at the hands of the cartels. That man's a fool. Actually, I think most people would agree he's on the cartel payroll. Let's pretend for a second he really is that stupid. You know who's worse than him? Democrats. Democrats who want to open our borders. And if you're a Democrat, that's exactly what you're advocating. These people are merciless killers, rapists, drug pushers, you name it. Why would anyone be in favor of allowing them to waltz across our borders in this great nation? I used to be able to tolerate liberals. I used to think you could reason with them, but nope. I cannot stand anyone who supports this kind of slaughter. Can't stand the thought of a chicken being killed, liberals, but this is okay? You make me sick. In the Zumwalt Zone.
Starting dry this Thursday, will stay dry this afternoon as well under a partly cloudy sky. High temperatures a little warmer, back near 70. Showers arrive along our cold front overnight tonight and will actually keep those showers through early Friday morning. Temperatures drop fast, lows back in the low to mid 40s. Mostly cloudy and cooler for your Friday morning, much cooler Friday afternoon. Highs only near 50. I'm meteorologist Zach Malak in the Weather Center.
And now, the Sandhills #1 morning show. Mornings with the leader man. Here on Talk 97.3 FM, 104.1 FM, and 990 AM WEEB. And heard and seen around the world at talk973.com.
The best part of waking up is waking up with us.
Today's show is brought to you by Throwback Thursday. Remember last Thursday? It was Halloween. It's over now. You can take the decorations down.
Today's show is brought to you by Throwback Thursday. Someone handed me a picture and said, this is a photo of me when I was younger. Every picture of you is when you were younger. Show me a photo of when you're older and I'll say, let me see that camera. Wow.
Good Thursday morning.
What's for dinner?
Dinner? What's for dinner?
What's for dinner? Why would you ask me that?
Why would you ask me that now? Now it's your turn to cook.
Because it's National Men Cook Dinner Day.
That's not a real thing.
It's not a real thing.
I'm not making this stuff up.
You can Google it. It's worth a Google. Let's Google it. I just Googled it. It's a real thing.
Get in the kitchen now.
You get yourself in the kitchen.
Get in the kitchen and make my dinner. All right, let's get cooking.
Start the show.
Good morning, Talk 97.3 FM, 104.1 FM, and 990 AM WEEB. And really what I want to hear. I want to hear this right now. Play that later in the week. Come here. Come here, you sucker. Play that song. There you go. Now we can play it. There we go. Yeah, that's better. Where was I? Huh?
I don't know.
Don't forget, of course, this program being seen around the world on a live video stream. That's available right now at talk973.com. Top middle of the page is where the link's located. On your mobile device, you can get it with your YouTube app. Put Mornings with the Leader Man in there. If you're on your mobile device needing this audio only, well, you can get that too with many streaming platforms like TuneIn, iTunes, Streama. Just put WEEB in the search. And if you're on your website at talk973.com, upper right-hand corner of every web page has an icon that says Listen Live. Click that once and you're listening just that quick. Weather for us today here in the Sand Hills area. Going to be partly cloudy with a high of 72. Then tonight, mostly cloudy with rain as a cold front comes through, a low of 44. Friday, mostly sunny with a high of 49. Clear Friday night, a low of 27. Saturday and Sunday, 50 and 61 respectively under sunny skies. Right now around the Sand Hills, winds of calm, visibility 4 statute miles. Pressure 30-30, dew point 43. Humidity 93%. Right now it's still a little foggy, they say, and 45 degrees here at Talk 97.3 FM, 104.1 FM, and 990 AM WEEB. One thing I forgot to, where I picked back up in my little chatter, I forgot to say good morning, Colonel.
Oh, good morning, Moore County. Good morning, unfortunate Aberdeen, as the failing racist Pravda the Pious pilot refers to you. And good morning, Robbins. You're not forgotten. We appreciate Robbins and the things that go on out there. Excuse me, I lost my head there for a minute. Things goes on out there. Well, at any rate, it's a nice day. Get out there, take a walk, play some golf. Maybe paddle around the lake because it's nice enough to do that.
All right, you got your standing orders, and they finally did lift that algae warning there at Reservoir Lake.
Ah, there you go.
So
paddle around.
Safe to bring your dogs and kids back. All right, 8:31 past the hour on this Throwback Thursday. Let's see. What are we going to do here? What you feel like, Colonel? Anything in particular?
Nah, I feel like an apple fritter. I might have to go get one after work.
Yeah, you know, while you were sleeping, the Angels were baking fresh heavenly donuts and apple fritters.
Yeah.
Southern Angel Donuts in Elmstead Village Shopping Center, open 6 a.m. to 5 p.m. as you drive in, and they're in the far back left-hand corner. And when you walk in, you'll know you're in the right place because the fresh scent of fresh sugar will consume you.
Yes.
And you say, 2 apple fritters, please. And they go into the bag, and you hand it to you, and you near about fall over. It's so big and heavy.
Yeah, you got to take it.
Last you all day.
Yeah, and good coffee, too.
Yeah.
Yep.
And also, we're brought to you this morning by Wyckoff Realtors, Town and Country. Whether you're ready to buy or sell now or even a year from now, call the experts at Wyckoff Realtors to get the service that you deserve when buying or selling your home. Wyckoff Realtors, Town and Country, 910-235-3685. That's 910-235-3685. All right, let's mosey on over here to our rim shot table and see if we can put a smile on your face with some timely rim shots this morning. Through the magic of digital technology, let me get some things out of the way so I can get to them in a timely manner. All right. Let's see. Through the magic of digital technology, James Dean is going to star in a new movie. When he heard Nicolas Cage was like, guys, why go through all that trouble? I'm right here.
Oh, dear.
Lamar Odom turned 40 yesterday. If you still want to get him a gift, a box of Krispy Kreme donuts would be useful because it would give him an alibi for having white powder under his nose constantly. Which brings up the question of just what did you get for the man who has snorted everything? Wallet Hub is the best place to go for Thanksgiving. Number 1, anywhere your family can't find you. I'm sure that made a whole lot of sense.
No.
Okay. 4 new holiday cup designs are available starting today at Starbucks. How about taking that money used on those stupid holiday cups and putting it toward a damn raise for us baristas, replied irate Scott Baio.
Poor Scott.
Ever since he got accused of a Me Too situation, because he used to be not a frequent, but a semi-frequent contributor on Fox.
Right, yeah.
He'd be on the couch on Outnumbered and a couple other places, and they dropped him like a hot potato.
Yeah.
Scientists say most food in America is difficult to stop eating. Challenge accepted, responded Arby's. They have the meat. A Nebraska woman got a parasitic eye worm after jogging through a swarm of flies. Or as I heard it, exercise is deadly.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, that's your rim shots for today.
Parasitic eye worm.
Yeah.
Getting a gnat or something in your eye.
A friend of mine was asking me the other day, he said, do you ever eat sushi? I said, no. And he said, you ought to try it. It's good for you. I said, no. I said, I watched the video on YouTube.
Yeah.
With the worm crawling through the skin of the fish that was raw, that won't, quote, hurt you. Yeah, right. And all of a sudden you see that fish crawl through your eyeball.
Yeah.
That parasite.
Yeah, there's all kinds of things out there for you. I don't know how we survived in the 1800s with all this.
Well, you didn't. You died at an average age of 45, 46.
Yeah. But that was a long life.
A blister on your foot could kill you.
Yeah.
They didn't have antibiotics.
Very true.
In fact, one of our presidents, I got to look it up which one. His son developed a blister on the way to the White House, and it killed him. His other son, on the way to the White House, fell off the train, got run over by the train, and killed him.
Fell off the train and got run over.
Yeah, he lost 2 sons just becoming president.
Okay. Well, darn.
I'll have to find out which one that was. All righty.
Well, Lincoln lost a couple of sons, too.
Yeah.
He was, illness. That was, it was common. Like you say, there wasn't even aspirin back then. So,
right. He had a bunch of home remedies, but none of them included antibiotics, and we didn't know what an bacteria infection was.
True.
And then along came alcohol. Along came penicillin and changed the world.
Well, alcohol's been around for a while.
Remember the many years as you were a kid, the family doctor would come to the house, and as soon as he got there, he'd go straight to the kitchen and pull out a pot and fill it with water and put it on the stove and throw his glass syringes in there and his steel needle in there. And that was his way of saying, you're getting a shot before I get out of here, boy. Yeah. And then he'd come over and do his little examination of you, blood pressure and temperature, and all you got on your mind is that damn needle on the stove. And when they come to you, whether after the examination, because you felt hot to your mom, and he came after you or tail in as a result of things, and you're fighting for all you're worth, and they stick you in the butt anyway, and torture you. They told you from the second he showed up at the front door, they never told you he was coming. It's always, ta-da, look who's here, the doctor. You go, oh, no. Tell me you didn't sew, Joe. And now today, to get the same medication, you go by the pharmacy and drop off a a prescription that's been mimeographed with its original signature on it. And you go home and you pop a pill. No more shots, just pills. That doesn't seem fair, does it?
I don't know. Depends what you like.
Did you get shots at home as you were a kid?
No, not at home. We had a doctor's office down the street, down the road, so we used to.
Lucky me. My doctor was gracious enough to come to your home and torture your tail end.
Yeah, we lived in a industrialized nation, so we weren't in the third world.
I was in Raleigh, North Carolina.
Like I said.
Yeah, it just didn't seem right that I had to go through all that.
Well, I don't know.
You know, doctors figure there's nothing wrong with you. Penicillin won't hurt you. You know, I'll give you a shot of that just to make sure there's nothing wrong with you.
Well, you know, like I said, we had a doctor that had a little place down the road from us, and you know, he would be out there. He was from Princeton, and he would come out 2 days a week, and you know, all us local farm people would go over and see him.
Well, did you? Did they name a school after him?
No, not this guy.
They did in Raleigh. This Dr. Bug was his name. They named an elementary school after him. Been tempted to go burn it down many times.
Nope.
Because me and him, we had a fight every time. Every time he came at me with the needle, it was fight on. And it took at least 2 adults to hold me down.
Yeah, well, he got his, that was his claim to fame. Hey, you're the one that gave the leader man a needle. We're going to name a school after you. Did you get it in him? Did you stick him? Yeah, I did.
Yeah, I need to get a needle and go stick it in the skull. I go stick chairs or whatever. All right, 8:41. Let's learn something today.
And now it's time for
Random facts.
1, 2, 3, 4. All right, a random facts for today. Maybe a spare if we're lucky. Clocks run clockwise because that's the direction shadows would have moved around the sundial, at least in the northern hemisphere where clocks were developed. Samoa and American Samoa are less than 80 miles apart, but since they're on opposite sides of the international date line, their time zones are 24 hours apart.
Yes.
Alexander Hamilton and Aaron Burr worked together as defense attorneys in America's first murder trial in 1800. 4 years later, Burr killed Hamilton in a duel.
Yes, he did.
Aerosmith has 21 singles that made the top 40, but only one to number one. I Don't Want to Miss a Thing from the Armageddon soundtrack in 1998. And Stephen Hawking is the only person who's ever played themselves in an episode of Star Trek. He was on the episode Star Trek Next Generation playing poker against holograms of other great scientists. And that's your random facts for today.
Did he win? I can't remember.
Huh?
I said, did he win?
I don't know. Don't remember.
I'm not sure I ever saw that. Next Generation, I'm not sure I saw that one.
Do not remember. All right. Well, we've done that and that. We took that off. Let's go catch some bad guys right quick and get them off our street.
What we've got here is failure to communicate.
Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Bad boys.
All right, my friends, it's time once again
To get up and strut across the floor in the style of the Duke, John Wayne. Open up our closet doors. And look at all 30 of our Liberty safes. Today we won't go wandering over here to Liberty safe number 14.
14.
Haven't been here in forever.
I don't know. I think you were in there last week.
Was I?
Might have been.
All right, well, we'll open that bad boy up and let the good colonel reach in and grab our weapon of choice this morning.
Hey, you got a really rare bird in here today. We'll hand to you. It's the Lamont. It's a 10-shot pistol that Jeb Stewart carried. Also has a shotgun barrel on it. It's 44 caliber and a 18-gauge shotgun.
All right, well, we'll keep our white gloves on.
They'll be black when you're done with this one.
Grab hold of it. Stick some whoop ass in our utility belt here, about 5 cans of it, and we'll be out the door now. In relentless pursuit of stupid criminal news. Stupid criminal news number 1 this morning. If you fail your driving test dozens of times, the lesson is, I shouldn't be driving. Not. The test is just too hard. There's a 31-year-old guy named Suan Mia. He's from Gloucester, England. And he's failed his driving test 27 times.
27?
So earlier this year, he hired 2 guys who kind of looked like him. He paid one of them $650 to take his written test for him. And he paid the other one $650 to take the actual road test for him. The guy who took the road test pulled off the scam and passed, but the guy Suyan hired to take the written test didn't quite look enough like him. So the staff at the testing center figured out he was a fake and called the police. Suyan was arrested for making a supplying articles for use in fraud, and he was just given a 14-month suspended sentence and 200 hours of community service. And obviously, he still doesn't have a driver's license. There's no word, by the way, on whether his accomplices faced any charges. And here's how this guy got allowed into Disney World is beyond me. A 51-year-old guy named Brian Sherman from Orlando. And on Saturday, he was at Disney World. And he and his wife took a picture with the Disney worker who played Ariel from The Little Mermaid. They have all these people dressed up in character in different parts of the park. And you can, little Johnny or little Susie can go up and pose with them. And they help them pose with their hands out and their fingers extended just right, the whole bit.
Okay.
Anyway, apparently when Sherman put his arm around her, she reached down and he reached down and gripped her breast. Police went after him and eventually found him at his home and arrested him for battery. Turned out Sherman is a registered sex offender, and he has been since he was convicted of sexual abuse of underage victims back in 1991.
Jeez.
Another weirdo. And that, my friends, is your stupid criminal news for this Thursday. All right. Tearing through the material now. 8:48 past the hour. Let's go back over here for today's impossible question. 40% of us do this when it gets dark earlier. What is it?
Go to bed. Drink beer. Start drinking earlier. I don't know.
Why is it you think about sleeping all day long? When it comes time to go to bed, you're wide awake.
Yeah, well, it's people sitting there asleep at the desk.
What is it? Decorating for the holidays. From a Did You Know category, according to the NFL survey, the Seahawks have the most annoying fans. No, they don't.
No.
Carolina does.
No, Philadelphia. I'm sorry.
No, you're wrong there. Number 2 is the New England Patriots.
Well, are they talking about at the stadium or in general or what? I mean, I don't know what the context is.
I would think at the stadium.
If you're talking about in the stadium, then you're talking about Philadelphia. I'm sorry.
Those who take cold showers for just 30 seconds a day take 29 fewer sick days.
Okay.
Millions of women's swimsuits are purchased every year, but 62% of them will never be used.
Okay.
But you have one in that closet. And you'll wear it someday, right after you lose some weight. A survey out reveals that around 42% of men spend some time in their man cave every day.
Man cave, all right.
In 1927, a telephone call from New York to London cost how much for the first 3 minutes?
New York to London, first 3 minutes. 32 cents.
$75.
Yeah.
Now you can call for free.
Yes, you can.
Isn't that something? I remember my father was a lawyer, and he had to make lots of telephone calls.
Oh, yeah.
And he had a watch line in his office.
Mm-hmm. Right.
That was a line that you just paid X amount of money on.
Right.
You got unlimited calls, in state and certain number of minutes out of state, but you paid a flat fee of around $250 a month for the watch line.
Yes.
So if you needed to use it, you'd have to get in your car, drive to your office, and call away. So anyway, that cost about $200 a month. Today, we have to go through so much pain to pull it out of our pocket and
Yep.
tap the person's name and it dials it for us.
Mm-hmm.
Gimbel's department store in Philadelphia was the first place to get this.
Gimbals?
It was the first place that you could use this, and it was made by the Otis Elevator Company.
Oh, an escalator.
That's right. According to a group of advertising executives, who are the 3 most memorable advertising characters of all time? Of all time.
All time, most memorable. The Alka-Seltzer guy, the Pillsbury Doughboy, and what's the third one? Or Betty Crocker.
Those are all good guesses.
They're all wrong.
And all 3 are wrong. But I commend you on the good guesses.
I'm surprised they could come up with 3.
They were Mr. Ho, Ho, Ho.
Oh, the Jolly Green Giant. Yeah.
Jolly Green Giant.
Yeah. He crossed my mind, actually.
Ronald McDonald.
Ronald McDonald. Yeah.
And last but not least,
Aunt Jemima.
I'll give you my sound effect of it.
All right, I have no clue what that is.
And picture
I was gonna,
crackling campfire.
Is that Bill Clinton snorting coke? I don't know.
No, listen to it again.
Sorry, not coming up with anything.
With crackling campfire underneath.
Crackling campfire. I don't know, a mushroom or...
The Marlboro Man.
The Marlboro Man. Oh, okay. They mispronounce it. It's actually Marble Row Man with the headstones.
Yeah. Yeah, he was woman's man.
Those are the 3 most recognizable?
Yeah. Remember, they used to have hundreds of commercials of the Marlboro Man.
Well,
sitting around the campfire or kneeling next to one, and his cowboy gear, and women would go, "Oh,
Yeah, okay.
They dream silly fantasy thoughts with him.
Yeah.
And there he had all these wrinkles in his face and dust hanging off of him, but he was a man.
Yeah.
That we all strive to be.
There are three most recognizable. Okay, I believe them.
Yeah. Let me see here. All right. Let's see how well you do with our classic slogans.
Classic slogans. All right.
Sure. These are slogans that corporations over the past umpteen years have spent gazillions amounts of money on to drive into your head. And let's see how well they did. These go all the way back to your childhood. So these should really be stuck in there. If not, then I guess the advertiser wasted their money.
They may very well have.
Blank are for kids.
Tricks.
That's right. The king of beers.
Budweiser.
Uh-huh.
No.
It takes a licking and keeps on ticking.
Oh, Timex. I've got a story for that one, but I can't tell you on the air.
Have it your way.
Oh, yeah. The
Have it your way.
Yeah,
Have it your way.
Burger King is one of the fast
Burger
food
King,
things.
that's
Burger
right.
King, yeah.
And pizza.
Oh, that's the Little Caesar dude.
Yeah, one that closed up here in town.
Yeah.
All right, here are modern ones. You got all those right.
Yeah, well, the modern ones probably won't. So
the modern ones, they have spent a gazillion amount of money, but there are more platforms for them to advertise on. If they picked the traditional advertising, it would probably be known. But no, we're going to advertise on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Let's see how it worked out for them. Just one bowl of blank and you're good till lunch.
One roll?
One bowl.
One bowl?
A blank and you're good until lunch.
Well, it's a cereal of some kind, I guess. I don't know.
It is.
Chex.
Mini wheats.
Mini wheats, okay.
In other words, mini grass. It's not shopping. It's Max Amazing.
No.
TJ Maxx.
Oh, all right. Well, I've seen the store, but I guess I should have guessed that one. Yeah.
Okay, let me get in character here. More ways to care.
You're in character. More ways to care.
More ways to care.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know.
Humana.
And I don't care. Humana. Okay.
Enjoy the view.
Oh.
Corona Premier. And lastly, clean is just the beginning.
Clean is just the beginning?
Yeah.
Ajax.
Close. Clorox.
Clorox. Yeah.
All righty. So it goes for this Thursday. Have yourself a great, safe day. We'll see you back bright and early tomorrow for a TSIF. Thanks, Steve. It's Friday. Until then, be sure to support all the mom and pop businesses you hear on our airwaves. Why? Because they're the backbone of our economy here in Moore County. When you give them first crack at your spending dollars, about 68% of it will stay here in our community, roll over, and create jobs for all of us. And don't forget, millions of Americans have fallen and have died to give and protect the freedoms that you get to enjoy today. Live today worthy of their and their families' sacrifice. I'm Steve Leader Adams, and the Leader Man and Nick and Colt the Dog will all see you at 2 o'clock this afternoon at the dog park.